Is it better to admit you're attracted to someone else or keep it to yourself? Working with attractive co-stars or DMs, acknowledging attraction without letting secrecy come in. We're back, another episode of Behind the Monogamy with Caryn Ward Ross and Craig Ross Jr. So we are doing our own social experiment, a marriage experiment.
Right.
For those who are uninitiated, we are the executive producers and creator of Craig Ross Jr.'s Monogamy, a drama series about 4 married couples who are on the verge of divorce who decide to do swap therapy, swap spouses in order to heal their marriage. And yes, you are right. We are going to be swapping on this channel and we are taking you with us. I'm just playing.
We're not swapping. She does that. I don't know what that's about.
Just tell the people the truth, honey. They want to know the truth. Okay, I'm just playing. Okay, calm down. Her poor husband, make him have a heart attack. Live here on YouTube. In our show, in our drama, there's an experiment.
A social experiment.
And we, after 14 years and
have decided to
2 beautiful daughters,
do our own social experiment in order to reconnect with each other.
Yeah, and get closer. And so we're taking you guys with us.
Yes.
So welcome.
So this is that journey right here because we are definitely going to be closer after this.
How'd you feel directing me with men? Speaking of being attractive, because I had 2 very attractive actors.
You did.
Brian and Darius.
Yes,
I'm intimate with them. I'm the wife to Brian and the soon-to-be wife. So how did that feel for you as a director, directing your real-life wife?
Well, my real-life wife has always been my muse. Always, even before we were married. So it's actually a dream come true to actually get to work with you and have you say the words that I wrote and bringing it to life through her for me, because it starts in my brain with her. And so now it comes all the way around and we're actually doing it. It's, but the jealousy, or anything like that doesn't really exist for me. We
move past that.
In those situations. Yeah, it's so technical.
It is.
And I actually put her in the situation. So we have bin very open with each other about there's an attraction to somebody or whatever.
Yeah, we have an open door policy with that. Our perspective is that what you resist persists. And so when you suppress something and you don't acknowledge that it's there, then that's when people get into problems.
Right. Now, we've acknowledged, but we don't necessarily act on the acknowledgement. We just kind of let each other know what's there or sometimes not there. Those kinds of conversations can get a little emotional, but we always come back to each other understanding better who we are as people.
So do you think acknowledging your attraction to your spouse about someone else can open up a portal to deeper understanding to who they are?
Yes.
And do you think people are willing to go to that place?
I hope they are. I really hope that married couples can speak on that level because it helps a lot to be able to speak on that level. It helps to be able to talk to your spouse in a way where even if there's a little judgment in it, after a while, you kind of, you get to a place where you guys are like, okay, we've acknowledged that, we get that, and she knows a little bit more about me. I know a little bit more about her.
Yeah, I guess we look at it as an entry point to have greater depth and understanding and appreciation for our significant other as opposed to a threat. But I think you have to have a strong foundation in order to do that, both within yourself internally and then the container of the marriage. Otherwise, it will tip the whole boat over. Don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
it has to be, without a shadow of a doubt, it has to be that we are together no matter what. And if you can't say no matter what, then having that conversation will do more damage than it'll do construction.
So then in that case, is it better to keep your attraction to yourself, like not say anything to your spouse?
Until you can say no matter what, until you can both say, look at each other and go, no matter what, we are together. I don't know if it's such a great conversation to have.
Well, it brings up the point of boundaries, because what we explored a lot in our series through these couples was a sense of boundaries, especially with Censor and my character. She had an idea of what line could not be crossed, and my husband, Brian's character, Dallas, had a different line, and that's when the conflict and the tension started to.
Sure.
I guess that applies here too in terms of level of attraction. Like, do you come home and say, "Oh, honey, I saw this attractive woman in the line," or do you reserve it for, like, you know what, I'm working with this person and I'm starting to feel a little something, and I want you to know, or do you keep it to yourself? Like, that's an interesting conversation. So, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on that? But
what do I think? I think it depends on your relationship. For us, it depends on what mood my wife is in, truthfully. If I can come home and she's in a happy mood, then I can say, "Oh, I saw somebody at the grocery store," or whatever. If she's not in such a great mood, then no, that's not going to be the opening line.
Says the man, there's a very distinct, design on our wall. Because, well, that's a whole nother conversation, though. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I get that. But
that was a different circumstance.
Wow, it just got awkward. How did the actors, I get that question sometimes, how did the actors deal with it within their characters on set? For instance, how did Dallas or Brian deal with being with Deandra when he's married to you?
To my character, Sensei. I could say that I know that I felt closer to Connor. Connor, which is portrayed by the wonderful Darius McCrary, my boy, because we had so many scenes together. So it really felt like Connor and I were in a relationship, and that I was really estranged from my wife, Brian, so much so that when... Your wife? I mean, my... Your husband. Wrong TV show. My husband. Where'd that come from? Maybe that's the next show. I was thinking from, you're right. Okay. His wife, my husband, in the show, that it was real, especially like in the pilot, that scene in the kitchen with Brian and I, that was some real raw stuff that was coming out.
Yeah. I mean, you and Brian had nice moments too, though.
Oh, I love being with Brian.
And so I felt like the actors themselves all think of it as, just meaty stuff. They think of it as, wow, how do I get to portray sort of this person that has all these layers. And layers to an actor, I think, is very, very important.
Yeah. There was a very sexy movie that we did that he directed. We weren't husband and wife then, so we'll go into that. So stay tuned.
Which one was that? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Because we did a couple of them.
We have. We're going to ask the compelling question for this episode. Is it better to admit you're attracted to someone else or keep it to yourself? So comment below and let us know your thoughts. And you're going to want to be sure to stay tuned for the next episode on our social sphere. I can't talk.
Episode 3 is coming. Till then, be safe.
Something else is coming. Uh-oh.